Okay, and now, do I need to change? Okay. Hello, what's up? Ow. Oh yeah, I stopped at a certain point. I just had to go, I think, right or left. That way. Okay. That's one. Okay. Let's accept that one. Ooh, before I actually continue, my rank is 8. Plan of attack. Wait, what? What is it? Early morning. What? Okay. So it's during nighttime, or at least late nights, so maybe. What? Oh! You are the blade then. My name is Zozinath, and I hope you might accept the request. As you all know, the recent history of my people is marked by a shameful period of subjugation by the Ganglia. We have since found our way to autonomy. True, but the taint of that experience yet weighs heavy on my heart. Ever since claiming independence, I have sought the chance to vent my anger and avenge the honor of my people. I believe the time is now. I have come into possession of a piece of information capable of dealing a crippling blow to the ganglion. Ask to hear. May I take your interest as agreement to assist me in this matter? Excellent. This is further proof that humans are a noble race, and that a strong sense of pride and honor connects our people. A ganglion stronghold they call Badr Stronghold stands in the northwest of Silverlum. I have learned that they are currently working to develop a new weapon there. If we can steal the plans for that weapon, it will deal a significant blow to their war effort. I would entrust that mission to you. This may be a Rothian's request, but rest assured that if the ganglions succeed in building this weapon, New LA shall suffer as well. My proposal will benefit both of our peoples. I hope that this joint effort against our common foe will serve to further strengthen the bond our people share. Peoples share. Okay. Silverlum. Okay. I'm almost done with the normals. Hopefully this is the last one, please. I'll just finish up the other ones that are still in the town. Nothing? Oh. Oh man, sorry. There's like a lot of noise outside. I'm just gonna close the mic down. Sorry about that. Something weird happened. Not sure what, but anyways. Okay, so now you go back. Well, that was a nice little wild ride, as per usual. This way. Probably at night. Yeah, okay. I've been waiting for you, Blade. Forgive my impatience, but what of the operation? Blep. So these are the schematics for the Ganglian's new weapon. Excellent. It will require further analysis to be certain of its specifications, but it appears to be a new form of artillery with considerable range. Should they be allowed to complete it, New LA will no doubt find itself in the crosshairs. We must move quickly. I shall inform the New LA authorities at once. As someone who has seen the inside of that fortress, I would greatly appreciate your insights in this matter. Will you attend a joint planning meeting? Reports are an armed force believed to be from the Ganglion is presently marching on our location. The Ganglion? They are after the plans. No, they would know it's too late to retrieve them. Then they either aim to take revenge for the theft, or else kill all who have seen them. In any case, this just further proves how important the plans are to them. All the more reason to beat back their advance. We will defend the information. Your efforts won us, no matter the cost. I am sorry to have dragged you into a battlefield, but I would greatly welcome your help. Our main force is unfortunately away fighting the Ganglion afield, you see. With only the defense platoon present, our strength is considerably diminished. Granted, it may well be too late for you to leave without fighting anyway, huh? You will find a man named Nogan outside. I ask that you follow his instructions. May victory be ours. 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 Okay. Let's just board the Skellials. Break an arm. Doesn't say anything, okay. Okay. Might you be the blades that Xenoblade has enjoined to wage battle at our side? I am Guy Nogan. I have been charged with leading defense of this territory. The enemy has broken into several small groups in an apparent attempt at infiltration. In order to penetrate this position, our foes will need to break through the tight passage ahead. Hence, if we stop them at this passage, we will succeed in protecting this territory. I beg of you, let no foe through. Begin. Tell no, you're ready to begin. I fear the enemy has us greatly outnumbered, but by using the terrain advantage of the passage, it should be possible to handle them. I must join with Zozenath now. Valor guide your blade. Just let me use my skill and everything will be peachy. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Roar, roar. Mm. Nice. Dang. Just that's a lot of freaking enemies. Well, luckily we are well equipped. Whoo! Mayday, mayday. The enemy has concentrated its forces for an attack on this position. We require reinforcements. We halted most of the main force here, but numerous units have slipped through and must be intercepted. Withdraw from your position and come at once. Time is of the essence, for even a moment's hesitation will result in more foes breaking through. Depart immediately. I repeat, depart immediately. Nice. Well, there's actually a time limit. Yo, nice. Okay, that went well. Uh, 3 left. Let's do, okay, Astral Crusader. No. Okay, everything stays the same. Oh, hold up, hold up, hold up. I think Mia. Yeah, that one, and I think it was this one. Where are all the battle points? Why is it so low? Really? I am glad to see we both survived. You have done much for us. I cannot adequately express my thanks. Were it not for your skill, this place might be under Ganglion control right now. I fear we lack in bracing for a Ganglion attack. With the distance from here to Sylvalum make us complacent. In that respect, your stealing those plans has taught us even more than we expected. An in-depth analysis of the schematics should allow us to learn even more of the Ganglion's technology and strategy. But I swear now to destroy them once that information has been extracted. We had no intention of deigning to use Ganglion weapons from the outset, of course. But you have done much for us, and I did not want you to be plagued by needless worry. Again, allow me to thank you for your assistance. In return, I reaffirm the Rothians' promise to offer humankind our unstinting aid in the struggle to defeat the Ganglion. Farewell, brave one. Grazie. Okay. Is it over? Okay, there are just a few more actual map side quests left, but let us finish up these. But I'm fearing as soon as I finish one, there's gonna be more unlocked. I don't like this music that much. There we go. Contan's back, and he brought Anna with him. Though we lost a couple of experienced blades in the process, still we are very thankful to Kantonam for keeping Anna safe, and to you for going to help them, of course. Oh, and to Yintonam for the hint about the smoke. We Orf act as our Ovabai bids us. It is simply a coincidence that our actions also improve the humans' odds for survival. I see. You Orf are certainly a logical group. Still, it saved Anna's life, and I'm thankful for it. I am pleased that everything concluded well, and I offer you thanks for assisting Kantonam. And then we do 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 do. You named your cat Julius. Thanks for the good work. Unfortunately, something's still not right. According to the latest Frontier Nav data, the Visigel population has risen by 2, but it should be down 1. Thanks to you. What in the heck is going on here? Absurd. It really is bizarre. Villagers simply shouldn't be breeding in these numbers. If we hope to figure out what's happening, we're going to need more tissue samples. Sorry to send you back out to Cauldros, but samples from 2 more villagers would be a big help in getting to the bottom of this. Of course it would, wouldn't it now? Oh. I'll just finish up these and then do the Cauldros one after. Naza Tempanzi. Orpheum professor taught me many things. Gnarl, branch, sap will make great tree grow strong. Do you have any? Yes, will this really work? It should, but I only have 99.86% certainty. However, these are still most excellent odds when it comes to botanical growth factors. Orpheum's words are difficult, but he seems good. Can I trust what Professor says? Okay, I'm gonna see if there's actually a like a different choice. Okay, Xenoblade X. Mon Barak trustworthy. What? Monberg is trustworthy. I guess. Yes, he accepts our problem as it were his. This is good sign. So be it. I will use gnarl branch sap. I will attempt to grow great tree. Is this right, Professor? Yes, your application was indeed correct. You need not wait long. It should sprout presently. Wait, what? Amazing. It will be mighty great tree by tomorrow. Old ones will be reborn here in New LA. Yes, it is a curious species indeed. And now for the tasting. What? Trees are always best when eaten as tender saplings, so fresh and green. Do you not agree? Backpedal. Apologize as an express contrition? I am confused. How does such a thing apply here? You? What did you do? How could you eat great tree? Plant exists as food. They hold no other purpose. You still seem quite perturbed. How rude of me. Were you also hungry? Rook. Right. see you believe that a divine being resides within the tree of yours. Well, that makes sense, except for the part where it is nonsense. If I may, as a research botanist, I have studied a vast and varied number of tree species. Yet not one of them has housed anything even remotely classifiable as a god. This is a simple fact. We of Tree Clan believe we meet Old Ones in our final moments. So I will prove you are wrong about Old Ones when I murder you. But my Ova insists that this is not yet the proper time for me to perish. You there, human, do you not think you ought to intervene before this becomes an actual tragedy? I simply cannot imagine why this prone is so angry. Uh, uh, so her regard for the divinity of that tree is equivalent to the way we view our Ova? A most thorough explanation, thank you. I fear I have committed a most egregious affront. I beg your pardon. I will revive your tree at once. You can do that? That is my profession. In consuming your tree, I have analyzed its composition. Given the materials, synthesizing a no instance is really quite simple. I only need 4 Zessian, Fleaward, and a longevity bow. If you procure those, I can restore your great tree with a 99.12% chance of perfect fidelity. Okay, division rewards. Definitely, just in case again. Done. Okay. Have you acquired the materials needed to regenerate the great tree? Blub blub. Just as I requested, I will begin work at once. In the interest of precision, Naza, I need to ask a number of questions about this great tree of yours. Do you find this acceptable? You may ask, but make haste. If tree is lost, so are you, Professor. Rest assured that your knowledge, combined with the data I acquired by consuming the tree, should prove most sufficient. Now, if I may, please describe the history you prone share with these sacred trees. He did it. I assert that this reconstruction is a perfect match for the great trees your people have long worshipped. You know, seen in this light, I can understand why one might think these trees are hosts to the divine. Professor is strange, not bad, but strange. But other races often are. Maybe races just need to speak to each other. What do you think, Earth Alien? I agree. You are wise, Earth Alien. Credit to your race. I will learn from your example. I will be less quick to violence. You ate great tree, then made new great tree. You taught how to make it grow strong. We are even now. Huh? Yuntonam, what are you doing here? I came with the guidance of my Ova. I sensed you were creating a palatable tree and came to dine. You, that was my great tree. This tree's original was a possession of yours? Well, your prone tree was very much to my liking. I hope to enjoy another soon. Boom. Are you serious? They have to do the same thing over again? Here, take a reward. Oh man. I will speak to this new Orphean, speak until we reach understanding. Yeah, very thorough understanding, by any means necessary. 60%. Okay. That one comes later. The side quests in this game, man, it's just too much. Okay. Ah, yes, I've been waiting for you. Have you acquired the herb I requested? Thank you. Oh my word. That is quite effective. Already I feel the will of my ova more clearly. What? But has the time for that truly come? Had I become so deaf that I could not hear something so important? Uh, when the time comes, the Orth reproduce by dividing their bodies in two. My ova is telling me that now is my time. I must divide as soon as possible. What? Who are you? How has an Orpheon like you emerged from me? Who am I? Why am I in such a place as this? This is not my home. The forest. I must return to the forest. What in the world? When dividing, the resultant new life should be essentially identical to the parent body. But I've never seen an Orpheon that looked like that. And it seemed terribly confused as well, almost as if it was unable to hear the Ova's will. Worry. Yes, of course, this situation demands swift action. I can say with 89.6% certainty that it headed for Noctilum. Could I ask you to bring it back here? I hear the after effects of the vision have left me exhausted. I am not fit to join you. Please hurry. In such a new and confused state, the poor Orpheon will make easy prey for any primordial creature it happens to meet. Yeah. Okay. I like the fighting, not so much the missioning. Oh, thought it was a tree. What is this? Will it do me harm? Danger. It is dangerous. I am in danger. Please help. My head aches. It feels ready to split in two. Is he going to keep on dividing or something, maybe? I know you. Help me, please. Nod. As you always do. What? One moment. I think maybe I think the cables are not well. Sorry. Jesus, I apologize. You have saved my life. I must thank you. I am so sorry. I didn't actually see what was going on. I think everyone must have been a little bit mixed. I must thank you. I still feel as if something is inside my head. What is this? Explain. Then this is normal for the Orf, the will of the Ova. But why am I here? Was I led by the Ova? It is strange, I do not seem to have a name. Suggest... Yes, of course. I must speak with my parents. Let us return to the city. Sorry about that. It happens quite a bit actually still. I think I'm gonna have to maybe plug in the cables a bit better. Or maybe they're dusty. I am not sure. I think I'll do all the affinity stuff after I finish the story. All the affinity missions. This shouldn't be possible. The visitor numbers are up again. This time Frontier Nav is saying there are 4 more. What in the hell? Absurd. I suppose it's possible. This sort of behavior has never been seen before. There must be something immediate. Must be some immediate cause, some prompt. Rapidly multiplying organisms. Yes, I've seen something like it before. Can I possibly trouble you for 4 more samples? Oh my. This mystery is too big for me to handle alone. I'm going to see about getting some help while you're out off in Caldros. Good luck to the both of us. only was more than one human could puzzle through, so I reached out to the orb for help. I suppose this is what you humans would call a bad feeling. I have been analyzing the visual samples since Julius came to me, and I am concerned. I worry that this phenomenon may have serious implications for the orb's very existence. However, I must be extremely cautious and thorough in my work. As such, I require more samples. Well, they won't be hard to find. The damn buggers are multiplying again somehow. Tissue samples from 6 more individuals should do. That should be enough to reach a conclusion. I only hope it will not be a grim one. Theories. I would prefer not to speculate until I am more certain. Putting off things you don't want to deal with isn't very logical. And I see as humans and you Orpheans have that in common. One last round of tissue samples should get us to the bottom of this. So yeah, we need 6 more, please. I know this has been a lot of work, but I appreciate it. Better. Let me refuel first. You'll get your answer, Han Barak. As the visual population continues to expand. Afraid so. I suspect as much. I have never felt this way before. Never felt this gloom, I suppose you would call it. The visual tissue analysis result combined with the fact that their numbers continue to grow makes it conclusive. Though I am shocked to be frank. You're frank? It is a conclusion I did not wish to think possible. The ova my kind reveres and obeys also exists within the bodies of those visagels. And this ova you talk about is what exactly? It is a virus that exists within the bodies of the Orf, but further explanation can wait. For now, we need to formulate a plan to deal with this new development. Go viral. Okay, so I guess one up. It looks nothing like me, and I am beginning to understand why. This division was born here in the city, after extensive contact with humans. The Orf are not separated into distinct sections like you humans. Instead, we are all alike. Save for this one, it is an entirely new type born from the both of us. New, old, none of that matters. None of that makes any difference to me. What I could really use is a name. You saved my life. If my agitation offends you, I will be quiet. But having no name is painful to me. You are my parent. Please give me my name. As my division, your name would be Nen Selek. Then it shall be my name. Now I can finally introduce myself properly. I am Nen Selek. Thank you for saving me. This is a humble thanks from us. Come now, hurry up and give him a reward. You have been a great help. Please accept this. Now that all this has been taken care of, you have much to teach me. Of course, it's my responsibility as your parent. Okay. That's exactly what I was afraid of. Oh. This could fairly be described as a predicament, but what to do about it? I simply cannot understand her motives. Why would anyone intentionally travel to such a dangerous place? Comfort. What happened? My division, Nen Selek, has left the city, bound for Noctilum it seems. As for why she would head to a place filled with such awful creatures, I have absolutely no idea. And yet I feel incapable of simply letting her go. I feel compelled to go forth and bring her back, but I am a poor candidate to do so. Compared to the vicious wild life of Mira, the Orf are poor combatants indeed. Might I ask you to go after her in my stead? You humans are an extremely active and combative species. I say that with a deep sense of what you humans call gratitude. Oh, and please take care that you are not injured. Though if you are injured somewhat in the course of escorting my division, that is acceptable. I believe your kind called it a trade-off. Best of luck. Child. I have heard of this. Humans sense temperature and modes of phrasing, do they not? I will endeavor to use only the hottest of phrasings in the future. This should yield the greatest motivation in your kind. Now then. It is all on you, bro. You are the best. Bring Nen Selek home and you will be a legend forever. Oh yes, bro. I assume you are sufficiently motivated now. Please begin. Okay, bro. Bruh. The thought of the divine ova coexisting with an organism as primitive as the biovisigal is shocking. I know you guys multiplied through division, but this revelation about your ova is even more of a surprise. Inquire about... No. Inquire about... No, about the ova... Yeah. The power of the ova protects all Orf. It is as a god to us. Whenever death approaches, we are able to divide and live on so long as the ova resides within us. So reproduction by fission is a property of the ova, and not something intrinsic to the Orf. We Orf would not exist without the Ova, for without it we could not propagate. The Ova and Orf are one, yet now it extends its influence to base creatures like the Biovisigal. So in the end, the Ova is a virus that heals its host and aids in reproduction. Yet only the Orf are capable of serving as its hosts. That has always been the way. And you have no idea why it might have branched out into these visuals. I do not, unless, no, but that is preposterous. I will not even entertain the thought. I do have a hypothesis, but it remains precisely that. I do not wish to discuss it until I know more. It's rare to see a hyper-rational Orphean hesitate like that. I guess you've got the same range of emotions kicking around under the surface as we do. But what separates us is that my kind maintains the ability for calm reason no matter the circumstances. This weapon has been altered to halt the activity of the Ova within a target. Please use it to destroy those Visagils. Apparently there are 10 or so affected Biovisigal's in Kaldros. The rest of the species is unchanged. If you use this weapon to kill those 10 individuals, we should see an end to this sudden Visigal doubling. And there's one more thing I would like to verify, so please bring some tissue samples back with you when you are done. I will need more data to reach a sure conclusion. We need to stop the sudden boom in the Biovisigal population before it becomes a real threat. This affects the safety of everyone in New LA. I appreciate your help. With a savage Zeus. Yes, I will read no. Savage. Nope. No, it was Savage, right? Savage, ZIC. I'm an Astral Crusader. What weapon is this? Let's change you out for sure. It's not connected, right? What am I then? Astral Crusader. Okay, what is a secondary? Partisan Eagle. Okay. Okay, Bozuch. What? Really? Okay. Forget it then. Oh, I can just equip it because of course, because I can. That makes sense. Oh, I'm still Arsenal Crusader. Okay, Grand Gear. Let's go to Noctilon. Okay. Closer now. Come on, let me observe you. There's no cause to be afraid. Come closer. Order. You humans are so limited in your behavioral patterns. Is fight or flight really all that you are capable of? The need for a more thorough study of Mira's ecology is plain to see. And the most expedient method of expanding that knowledge is to go into the field and interact with various organisms. Please do not concern yourself with me any further. You are interrupting my research. Feel free to return to the city. I thought I was actually go back and then oh no, it's actually a big threat. Go back anyway. What a fascinating organism. I would dearly like to procure a blood sample. But how to extract it? I should have brought a knife of some sort. This is danger? I am in danger of dying? Well then, what action can I take to avoid death? Offer assistance to basically, yeah, you are that human. Can you do something to resolve this situation? Well, it's violence. I do not know whether to thank you for saving my life or to criticize your violent actions, which is appropriate. Suggest criticism. Then you acknowledge your failings. I had thought humans are capable of that sort of self-criticism, and yet apparently some among you do possess reason. Still, had you not assisted me, the likelihood of death for this body inhabit was 87%, so I suppose some things are in order. Propose... I will concede that remaining here presents a high risk of damage to my body. I will head back for now and consider how best to study the primordial creatures in the future. Well, good. Okay. it's good to see you back safely. I will begin analysis on those samples at once. May I have them? Oh, and the anti-overweapon as well, if you please. It should be of no use to you now that the bio-visuals have been eliminated. Well, I now have a conclusive explanation why the visuals were hosted over. Inquire. The Ganglion brought my kind to Mirror by force. We numbered 7 then, including myself. But we only rescued 5 of you. One escaped before the humans came to liberate us, while the other elected to remain with the Ganglion. Exactly. Even Orf has its share of disturbed individuals. The remaining 5 of us sided with the humans, trusting that you would be victorious in the end. But we heard nothing from the one who escaped. We all assumed he had successfully evaded the pursuers sent by the Ganglion and gone into hiding. But this round of analysis proves he was devoured by a bio-visual instead. In the process of digesting an Orphean, the bio-visual became host to his ova. Though that sounds simple enough, it is still quite unbelievable that the ova and a visual could coexist in symbiosis. But you said this round of analysis was conclusive, right? Correct, but being confronted with evidence that the divine force that governs the prosperity of my people can also dwell in a common beast is terribly shocking. I never thought I would experience such an emotion. Comfort. We have always been the only compatible hosts for the ova. It is a special type of vital organism unable to survive anywhere but inside an Orphean body. It is what made us unique among higher life forms. All recorded instances of other organisms attempting to take the ova into themselves have ended in failure. Other species cannot serve as hosts, let alone multiply through division as the Orf do. It should not be possible. Visual physiology is pretty primitive, right? Maybe that simplicity is what allowed them to be compatible with the ova. It seems like it would be easier to find a fit with a basic biological system than with a more complex life form. Hey, don't let it get you down. It's un-Orphean-like. At the end of the day, it's just a virus, yeah? I will not allow you to speak of the ova in that way. Holy crap, you're angry? This is rare. While it may appear to other races as a simple virus, the ova is our protector and source of life, our divine spark, if you will. I must insist that you be respectful. That's absolutely fair. Sorry if I upset you. That wasn't my aim. So long as you understand. In any case, we were successful in removing the ova from the indigents. That would not have been possible without your aid. You humans truly are a most useful species. Shucks. I'm glad our interests aligned on this. With any luck, that'll continue to be the case for a long time to come. That will be most pleasing. Over and out. Let's go to the ship. Yeah.
No.
Lancelot is safe then. That is our relief. Great. It is both the absence of worry and its own emotional state at the same time. I must say all these fluctuations in psyche are most illogical. Provided the supply of Sinrapa water, Lancelot's death would present only a minor inconvenience. The Orf's number would continue to grow just the same. Were you lonely with me gone? Lonely? What is that? Why would your absence cause me to feel lonely? Suggest. That does make sense, but what is this strange array of feelings I am experiencing? When I look at Lancelot, I find the sight pleasing, almost beautiful, as a human might say. It sounds as if you like me. Like? Do I like you, Lancelot? You do not know the answer for yourself? Other species call people like you naive. Naive? What a strange thing to say. is quite apparent that despite the Orf's considerable intelligence, some things remain inscrutable. I don't understand my feelings for Nenselek, but why not? Because you are naive. I do not understand. Grant me guidance over. All feel light, male, heavy. Please. No! It never ends. I just wanna fight things, man. I really just wanna fight things. Level up, finish up the story maybe. Pardon me, but would you not happen to be a blade operative by any chance? If so, I have a small favor to ask. I am an engineer responsible for making parts used in Orpheum products, but the production line has been impeded lately due to a dearth of uranium. Rather than wait for matters to worsen, I sent my assistant, Non-Barak, to collect more. But I am afraid I have lost contact with her, and there's no sign of a uranium delivery. I am quite concerned, obviously. At this rate, the production could cease altogether. Of course I am worried about her. If she is gone, not only am I out whatever uranium she found, but I am also missing valuable labor. You think I would view such losses lightly? I am not a monster. Yes, why are you looking at me like that? Never mind, I shall continue. I would like to ask your help in finding Non-Barak. She may have gone dark on us, but she is wearing the finest equipment our company produces. I have no doubt whatsoever that she has managed to extract more uranium than a human could. So please escort her back to the city and save our company from this crisis. Okay. She set out for the Delusion South Summit in Silverland. I shall send you the precise coordinates. There you are. Oh, and if Non-Barak happens to be dead, never mind the body, just the uranium will do. While I am here, I need to put some hard gold cash into Tobal. Okay, everything is almost done. Was it? Libertas, Libertas. So there would be our What are you doing out here, human? Me? I came here to mine for uranium under orders from my employer, Sanduarb. Though these frontier navs, data probes, placement sites continue to elude me, and the primordial creatures are unrelenting. Frankly, I am about my wits' end. That the Blade operatives have managed to install so many data probes is both impressive and perplexing. Worry. Your concern is appreciated. We had aimed to establish an exclusive mineral source with the aid of our technology, but, well, I think it's quite clear that installing data probes is no simple task. Under present conditions, There is a 99.87% chance that I will suffer a pointless death and end up in the digestive tract of a primordial creature. Quite inefficient, as I am sure you will agree. Perhaps I will head back and propose that Sondor hire a human specialist in our stead. Now, if you'll excuse me, I hope we shall have a chance to speak in a more hospitable setting some other time. If he needs uranium from me, that's gonna be sucky because I just gave it all away for development. Someone sent you there to assist me. Most appreciated. You have saved me from the near certainty of a pointless death. I have no uranium to show for my efforts, but at least you have minimized our losses. This is a fine mess indeed. One bark returned, but apparently she failed to find any uranium. Our parts manufacturing will grind to a halt at this rate, and it could even spell the very ruin of Orphean Technologies. Is this frontier nav of yours truly so difficult to expand? Difficult for an amateur. And you have been at it since the day you crashed here, correct? I will grant that your experience may outweigh our technological advantages in this case. Then I suppose Nonbarak's proposal is the best choice. We will leave this to a Blade operative. You shall be compensated, of course. Interested? We need a mere 4,200 units of uranium, if we may. I ask that you use your technology and experience to help rescue our company from this predicament. You could have. If I knew that was gonna happen. Are rather difficult tasks. So I should understand it and we return the table return of science. Okay, cool. Map. Let's go to the machine. Just have to wait. I'm just gonna wait here. Just gonna wait. No. Overdrive. Do a few arms test. Nope. No, that one we're not gonna do. Sure, Sylvester. Morning light means probably in the morning? Probably. anything. Arms tester, Melosaurus thing. Yeah, okay. Arms tester. Sure. Let's take out these guys. Is it over? Okay. This stupid kid again, yeah. I remember you.
本当は戦わずに楽したいとこだけど。
勝負。
お疲れ様でした。
全土。おっしゃー。ワイドミサイル。アークホーン。攻撃は強烈だぞ。アルホーン。フラッシュカウント。当然の勝利。
終わった終わった。
全土。おっしゃー。ワイドミサイル。アークホーン。攻撃は強烈だぞ。アナザースラッシュ。スパイラルホーン。当然の勝利。
さすが君って頼りになるね。
全土。おっしゃー。ワイドミサイル。スパイラルホーン。攻撃は強烈だぞ。やれんだろ。フラッシュカウント。フラッシュカウント。スパイラルホーン。ギャラクシークロス。スパイラルホーン。ギャラクシーバスター。かかったぜ。射撃アーツで仕留めちまえ。
Okay, cool, cool, cool. I still can't open this, okay.
全土。素晴らしい。あとは流星王だ。ワイドミサイル。ギャラクシークロス。ワイドミサイル。ワイドミサイル。
今だよ。射撃アーツを決めちゃってください。
Okay, cool. Nope, it's still there.
全土。首を上げろ。攻撃は強烈だぞ。僕らの流星ロンド。スパイラルホーン。片付いた。行こう。
お疲れ様でした。
ワイドミサイル。アークホーン。僕らよ。流星をスパイラルホーン。フラッシュカウント。
Nice, nice, nice.
Hmm. ぶっ潰してやる。ワイドミサイル。あなたを撃ち殺してやる。僕らよ。攻撃は流星王だぞ。フラッシュカウント。狙い通りに片付いた。行こう。
終わった終わった。
No, 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 no. Take it all, boys.
全土。首を上げろ。アナザースラッシュ。ワイドミサイル。アークホーン。流星ロンド。ギャラクシークロス。
私はいつも
僕らよ。流星王か。スパイラルホーン。フラッシュカウント。流星剣。
お
サイル。先にこっちを何とかする。サイドミサイル。打撃で転倒させるぞ。素晴らしい手応え。アクトワークで追撃しろ。騙してやるかい。死ぬけども打ち込んでやる。流星王か。ワイドミサイル。気力は十分。作戦を続行する。
ゴールに乗ります。
アクホーン。
シールド展開。
スパイラルホーン。ダッシュカウント。回復を止める。熱球制裁。逃げられん。アクホーン。
Something? Here we got our uranium. Back, how about the uranium farm mining? However, this should be more than enough to sustain our current manufacturing efforts. I say I was right to ask you for your help on this. Here's your payment with my compliments. Bruce the probe. And while we are conversing, are you familiar with a woman named Kirsty? Lon Barak and I just met with her recently. She has begun instructing non-humans in the use of Frontier Nav. It has been most revelatory. I must say, I never knew the full degree of risk involved in installing data probes out in the wilderness. I fear we Orf are not built for such a task. I am quite sure we will be relying on Blade operatives such as yourself for all matters to do with Frontier Nav in the future. Great. Yes, most reliable indeed. Truly, you people of Earth are ideal partners in matters of business. Now we will continue installing additional mining probes on our behalf. Nope, everything's already done. No more extra. Oh my. Oh man. This is just not
聞いてください。どうでしょうか。
Guinness which can truly yield ore harder than steel. These alien technologies are indeed most strange and wondrous. Yo, ho, you there. Do you know this material known as Moranium? Manon spoke of it. She claimed it was an ore of uncommon properties and unparalleled usefulness. Yes, I see you're most knowledgeable. And unexpected this rain to have so many uses. I see now why Six Stars is so desperate to acquire it. You blades gather this mere uranium for any who desire it, is this not so? I will require no more than 10,000 units at most. Will you honor me with your assistance? If I can learn to manipulate this substance, I am certain I can offer the city powerful products conceivable only by the mind of a Rothian. While you are away, I shall continue my study of this uranium. By my name and honor, I shall not allow the materials your labor earns to go to waste. You are returned. How did your hunt fare? While you were gone, I learned much from a wise and generous human called Kirsty. Deliver. Such a bounty of uranium. And did you acquire this using a frontier now? Kirsty made mention of such a thing. When I showed interest, she was kind enough to give me a data probe suitable for novices. I would like to make use of this gift, but are you familiar with its workings? Confirm. Your beliefs are quite reliable. I fear that even after hearing an explanation of its mysteries, I was unable to grasp them. If it be no insult to you, I would trouble you to teach me such things yet once more, perhaps with a practical demonstration in the wild. My mere brainy needs are met, yet I do not wish to be dependent upon you indefinitely. We Rothians value self-sufficiency above nearly all else. I will await you in Oblivia. Please come once you have made preparations. You have come. Now then, if I remember correctly, I am to stab this data probe into the ground, yes? But after that, Kirsty's teachings are a blur, so you will need to demonstrate the rest with all haste. I ask that you be as thorough as you can. I am not accustomed to dealing with such machines, and their workings elude me. Teach. I see, so this part goes here. No, let me just install like this. Not that either. Then how does this thrice-stamped contraption work? Ah, enough. I've had it with this stubborn device. Take this. Yeah! Where did I go wrong? I will grant that perhaps my handling was a bit rough, but surely... No, I will make no excuse. I must swallow my pride and petition that you ask Kirsty for another data probe. I swear on my name that this error shall not be repeated. Oh, did you need something? Why yes, I did give a data probe to a Rothian a while ago. Her name was Gosuro, if I remember correctly. How is that she broke it during installation? How very Rothian of her. Well, no worries. Teaching other races about Frontier Nav is a top priority. I'll handle as many data probes as it takes. However, the model I gave her was custom built to be simpler than the ones we normally use, and I'm afraid I'm out of them at the moment. We could make more, but it would require us to obtain some arc sand or for someone to dig up some for us, I suppose. Hint, hint. Do you mind? Except, it's funny to think that someone who I just thought about data probes is now out there teaching other races about Frontier now. I couldn't be more proud. I know you'd make an excellent teacher. You shouldn't need more than 10 pieces of arc sand ore, but you might have to switch some of Frontier Nav's data probes to mining probes to gather it quickly. I'm tweaking the training probes to be extra tough. They should even be angry Rothian proof now. I can have one built as soon as you bring me the arc sand ore. How's mining for it coming along, by the way? Nice work there, Professor. I'll have a training probe together for you in just a minute, so sit tight. There you go. I doubt she could break this one if she tried, but don't encourage her to try. Of course, with all the tweaks, it barely functions as a proper data probe, but what are you going to do? It's really just a learning aid anyway, so make sure she actually learns from it, okay? Yeah, this ship. Well, Hunter, did you receive our data probe? This time I shall install it without fail. I ask that you hand me the set device. I just have it in your pocket. Okay. Fear not, after my last attempt I have grasped the process and remember most of the instructions quite distinctly. I ask only for any advice you might offer. For example, what is in your mind when you install these devices? Others. You bear a great weight upon your shoulders. I feel the same. Even now I study these devices to ease the plight of my fellow Rothians who toil in poverty. Yes, as long as I remain focused on that goal, I am unlikely to be careless enough to break the device. I thank you. I will attempt it again now with that firmly in mind. Watch on then as I lay the cornerstone of the Rothians' new and glorious future. Excellent, it is done. And now to receive Moranium. I thank you. From this day forth I will expand your frontier nav across the farthest reaches of Mira. Then the Rothians will prosper as you blades have prospered. Now to return and explore what can be crafted from this Moranium. I give you my word I will create something uniquely Rothian that will bring wealth to both our peoples. I shall see that all you have taught me and all you have done is not put to waste. Okay, cool. Respectable. Booster probe G1. I don't need that. Okay. I am not going to do the story yet because I think it might take a while, but I have other, I think might get some visitors or whatnot. So I think I'll do the story tomorrow, maybe. Because I do want to not waste or have too much disturbances in the force. There. My Ova speaks. It beckons me to gather up Moranium and embark on a new enterprise for the benefit of NLA and its people. Deliver. Your hard work is appreciated. I will see that it goes to improving life in the city. Yeah, okay, cool. Prime trousers. Okay, one thing I will do is this. The heart-to-hearts of Mia. And then I think I will stop for now. Actually, no, not stop. I meant do the basic stuff. Some basic missions here and there. Late nights. Chief, what are you doing here? Inquire. Isn't obvious? He's a client. Anyway, could you maybe sorta leave us alone now? You're interrupting our delicate negotiations. He has a different missions I can assist. Worry. Admittedly, this is an unusual place and time to meet a client about a job, but I assure you, there's nothing suspicious about the request itself. Nope, nuh-uh. And I'll also remind you that I'm now a full-fledged blade who can easily handle whatever type of mission this cruel world sees fit to fling at her. Perhaps you're looking to get in on the job and divvy up the reward money? I bet you are, you sly dog, you. But the answer is still a big no. I'm gonna make like a bass and handle this job solo. Get it? Solo. Solo. Bass. Never mind. Anyway, please stop trying to get all up in my biz. The client. Two late night first heart to heart. Well, she might actually have 5 instead of 3. Custom WP attack. I'm trying to think here, don't interrupt. Now, how exactly am I supposed to get in and out of Sakuraba Industries without being detected? Night security seems pretty airtight, so I may need to go during the day. Maybe I can pretend to be part of the cleaning crew. I just need a mop. Chief, is that you? I was just thinking out loud. Yeah, that's the ticket. More meaningless blabber from good old Mia. Stop her before she commits a crime. I've had just about enough of your scheming, Chief. You just want to get out of my way so you can steal this mission for yourself. Normally I'm happy to share pretty much whatever, but I'm not giving you this one. I took the mission and I'm gonna be the one to finish it. So quit bugging me, you bugger. Holy. Stop, you stop right there, buddy. And look in your eyes, you were going to murder me. Over my dead body, will you murder me, Chief? No, I mean, you go to hell. Huh? You were just going to knock me out? Well, that's exactly as bad. All my hard work and planning and junk would have been for nothing. And then all of humanity would pay for the price of your foolishness. Look, Chief, you just have to trust me on this one. I'm gonna go in, take what I need, and get right back out again without committing even a single crime. Anyway, I need to work out the details of my totally awesome plan, so you'll have to excuse me. We'll talk again once all this is over. Suspicious minds. See another one of those red things, so did she do? Chief? Guess the cat's out of the bag, huh? Interrogate. Worry. Don't worry about me. I'm a full-fledged blade who was trained by the best, by which I mean you, Chief. I guess I can tell you what happened now. I put on a deep cover operation, super cloak and dagger type stuff. And the client was Sakura Industries themselves. They wanted me to snare some group who was trying to steal information about their new weapon. If the information had leaked to a rival company, or worse, one of our enemies, it would have been a really bad scene. We were having our first meeting about the job when you ran into me that night in the residential district. And when you saw me in the commercial district, that was when they were having me steal the intel. The intel was fake, of course, just some sham to give to the group that was trying to steal it for reals. And today was the day I sprung the trap and arrested the conspirators. So what do you think? Pretty neat, huh? Actually. Thanks, Chief. I had a lot of support from Sakura Industries, but I'm still pretty pumped that I was able to capture the criminals all by myself. And this mission has really given me a lot of confidence. I'm gonna keep taking harder and harder missions, and before you know it, you'll have a new rival on your hands. A rival so cool. A complicated plan. Such. 2 more, right? Cat. Let's see if I have the cat or not. Oh, it is a cat, okay. Let's do Silver Tabby. When was it? Doesn't matter. Okay. How's it going, Chief? This is your kitty cat, right? I'm unlucky. I wish I had a pet. I've never had one, not even when I was a kid. But I guess there's nothing stopping me now, huh? So what do you think I should get? Dog. A dog, yeah. Dogs are cool. I could throw a tennis ball for it on my day off. It would lick my face when I got up in the morning. That might be the perfect partner for a lonely girl living all by herself on a strange world or planet. But I still hear that I can't get any pet without official permission first. You've done all sorts of great things, Chief, so you probably didn't even need to apply for permission. But only starting from square one. That means I have to complete 1,000 blade missions and own a house. And it just gets me an interview. Not to mention that this little kitten is a state-of-the-art precision piece of machinery. These things cost more than a car, right? I probably can't even afford one. You know what? When I feel lonely, I'm just gonna come bug you at your floor of the barracks and ask to pet your cat. You've seen your Chief, probably more than you'd like. Animal shelter. One more. I think. Maybe in the barracks. No? Maybe somewhere outside then? Maybe where we first met, which was in Noctilum, I think. No, okay. Interesting, okay. Let me do a few more basic missions and then I will do the story chapter 12, chapter 12 later. Maybe not today, let's do some combat. Oh, she's... Oh, well, oops. I was gonna say, well, she's maxed out, but not quite. Son of a... Level 63, yeah, nope. Nope. That one we can do. Easy. Then we have... No. Let's try that one. Really? 6 of them. This cave is just horrendous, man.
からにはやるしかない。
That's the last one I think I'll do for today. Or is it just those gigantic 6 things that I have to destroy? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm done. I will just wait till next time, and then I will finish up the final story bit. Finished a few missions. Anything left? That one is ongoing. Yeah, these are. I'll save all these for later. Let's see. Actually, do I have anything? No, besides booster, storage, duplicator. What happens if I were to use a... What does that booster do again? Seriously, a 10? Really, a 10? I think they're here. I'll do this stuff later. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Whoops. My guests have arrived. Our guests. Thank you. Have a good day. Good night. Good day. Bye-bye.